And there we go. So thank you, Dylan. As Dylan said, this was a woman who talked about brainstorming ideas, how it's a good way to do it. Make 5 possible outcomes for your story and make a list to see which one you would like out to come out better. Well, that's a good tip, isn't it? To make 5 possible outcomes for your story and then see which one, you know, resonates with you. If you can remember which video it was, I mean, this refers to a woman, but if you remember things like the name of the woman, that's great, or the title of the video, that's awesome. So please try to remember that when you speak. Thanks, Dylan. Ethan, go ahead and share yours. If you can't go on the mic, then please let me know in the chat. Otherwise, go on the mic, please. Ethan, we're ready for you.
Okay, you might hear some background audio,
No
sorry.
problem.
But so the video I watched, there was 5 main points that she had brought up. The first one being choose your genre, second one, choose your theme. The third one was creating and meeting your protagonist. The fourth one is describing the somewhat vibe of the protagonist. And the fifth one is picking a location.
Excellent. Okay, good. That's very concise. It's very well done. Was this Abby? Was this the Abby video? Genre, theme,
I believe it was a 12-minute one. I'm
12-minute
forgetting.
one. Try to find out and let us know. But
Okay.
remember, I think somebody's going to confirm that. Good job, Ethan. Remember, these are all recorded, so if you don't like to be on top of things, then you could probably recover things. It'd be a lot better for you though if you get these now and answer it and get it in. Camilla, could you go on and tell us about yours, the one you found, the ones you found?
I think mine was the same ones as Dylan,
Repeat.
but it's like brainstorming and stuff. You ask yourselves a lot of questions and then you try to answer them in different ways. And if that doesn't help you, you can change the question to help you like find a theme.
Good. Okay. And do you remember the name of the video or anything like that? Or the person?
Um,
Anything?
I'm not sure. It's the
Okay, no,
girl who brings. I
no
don't
worries, no
know.
worries. We'll pick it up somewhere, guys. It's people who are coming up. Yeah, yeah. Use paper. Paper's good. I pulled some paper out. Got myself a little notebook I carry around. It's a good thing. Sometimes things come out on paper that don't come out otherwise. Adriana, you ready to roll? She watched the 4 tips video. That's good. The 4 tips video.
Yeah. So he started off by saying what is some suggestions to help the writers brainstorm. And he started by saying how, for example, your brain can have 10 tracks. One track should always be sensitive to and aware of what the idea is. Be conscious with it. The other thing is to be intentional about it. Every day think of story ideas, and if you keep working that muscle, then eventually you'll come up with fantastic ideas.
Very good. Keep working that muscle. Keep working that muscle. That was, I think, the first one. It was a shorter one, but very important stuff, guys. Keep working that muscle. That's the point. Keep working that muscle. There you go, Adriana. Thank you so much.
So, my video that I watched was called "How to Build a Story." Brainstorming is the first in the series. So I guess to go over the main points, she started off saying like when you're brainstorming, you don't want to brainstorm like too broadly or too precisely, since like some people kind of write down everything ever, but you like kind of don't really know how to approach it, and some people, focus on really small story elements. But what she suggested doing is doing like a more direct method. So you want to come up with direct questions about your core story elements that might be about like your motive or your protagonist or things like that. And you want to ask those questions, and you want to use a lot of different brainstorming techniques, kind of whatever you're comfortable with, to try to write down different answers, right? And although they might be bad at first, you kind of just want to keep on doing it and putting that into action, right? As long as you keep putting it on paper, eventually you'll get better at it and you'll find ideas that stick. And you might like find different techniques to use. Like you might find that like free writing helps you, or writing down everything that comes to your head in relation to that question helps you, or maybe writing down 5 different answers to that question helps you. But there's no real like silver bullet, and you kind of just want to keep on trying at it.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Okay.
Isabel? Yeah, could you describe yours, Isabel?
It's the how to brainstorm a story video. First, choose your drama. The best genre to choose is the one you read the most and like have the most knowledge of. Next, find your theme. create a truth for your story, why it matters. Third, meet your protagonists. Characters are the most important part of the story, and you need a reason why to make the audience fall in love and connect with your character. Fourth, describe your vibe. Choose 3 words that you want the viewers to feel when they view your story. And 5, pick a location to best match the vibe you want for your story.
Great, great, right. That's it, guys. So that's pretty specific. We've seen that a couple times. Thanks, Isabel. 10 things. One track should always be open to ideas. Avoid writing. Every day you should be brainstorming ideas, wanting to come up with a new idea every single day. Who's the audience for this? What's the hook? And like there are 3 films I think they mentioned in this example. Thank you, Ryan. It was Inception, Groundhog Day. This is again the one that said journal your own life, go for a walk, come up with a story idea while doing mundane tasks, music playlist, and good to watch other creative media. So this is the one. I don't know if you remember the name of the lady that did this one. Is it Dara or something? Um, she's really saying there's lots of stuff in here. It's a very juicy one. What ifs? Go on a walk, get a music playlist, ride a horse on the beach. Oh, she didn't say that. Okay, I say that. Come up with a story. Sorry. Journal. There it is. So that's this one, guys. Those are all really good points. This is all on video. Don't worry. This is good, Fiamma. Can you read that, Fiamma?
I said, so I watched the 8-minute video and she really had like a lot of different techniques that I thought looked really good. She was talking about it specifically for books, but you could also do it for like movies. And so she said, make a playlist of music that inspires you. She said also just sit down, giving yourself a timer and then like making a brain dump. That was a really good idea. Use the world around you as inspiration and kind of like build off of the things you see. Do busy work and let your mind wander during the process. Like just kind of like do the dishes and like just kind of let your mind wander through that and like kind of figure it out itself. And then combine portions of other people's ideas, like one little part of someone else's idea and then another little part of another one, and then like add your own like main bulk, and then like kind of combine all the ideas to create a new and innovative one.
Good. Good job. Thank you. Good. Betsy, again, this is the same one, but I like this one. The second one, the what if statements. The second one's called a mashup. A mashup, finding 2 favorite stories and putting them together. I recently did that on a song and it worked out great. I took techniques from the song Hotel California and I took some techniques from another song. I mashed them up and it worked out great. This one had 3 tips. Be aware of your ideas, be alert and awake, write them down, lastly, evaluate them. What is the hook and what makes that film unique? So that's another one. 10 tracks of your brain, push yourself, get 1 idea a day, shorten your list, ask yourself whether it makes a good movie, look for feedback. And ask yourself, what is the intended audience for that? And there were 3 tips. The first tip is always be sensitive to ideas. Be aware and awake. 2, always write down your ideas. Work on the music. Work on your idea, making it a muscle. Extend that muscle. Don't edit them. Even if you don't think they're good ideas, don't edit them. Throw them down. Get them down. Don't forget to room. And this one I think we started with, Dylan. So I think we're done. Okay, so don't worry if you don't have an idea yet that you want to run with or you're anxious. It's okay. There's still time. And I want you to try these different techniques out this weekend. So go for a walk, put a music playlist on, ask what if statements. You're at the shopping center. Where else can we go? And you see an oddball. When you ask, what if that guy was from outer space? I mean, I don't know. But you get my point. So use some of these techniques already in your thinking and be open to anything that comes to you and write it down. Don't forget to put it in a journal or put it into your audio recorder or call your friend. Some of you are in rooms together and you don't necessarily want to make a film together, but you may be thinking, well, it would be nice to have a group of people that can help me. And I think that's very important. I'm going to make that an absolute requirement that whether you're making a film together or not, you guys are helping each other. So I want to get people in working groups. And if you're not in one, don't worry, I'll help make that happen. We already have a few working groups. We have some people who've met each other or been inspired by each other already, and they're already working together. So they're not necessarily working on the same film, but they're helping each other, supporting each other. We're going to get that for everybody somehow or another. You're going to have working pods for this final film project. So I hope that makes sense. This is all going to be, this is being recorded, so this advice will be put on a little broadcast in your Google Classroom, and that should help you, as well as summarize the notes for that assignment and put these things into play. Are there any questions? I'm around after class if you want to talk about your ideas, or if you have anything that you want to talk about. I'm also here for support class at 12:30, and we can start your first meeting if you want. Otherwise, next week, you'll have class time to brainstorm and just work. Don't worry, you will. Have a great weekend unless you want to stay. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Don't forget to react.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.